Coach W here, and today I'm going to be talking about whether or not soy is bad for you, okay? This is like probably one of the most controversial topics out there in the fitness and nutrition industry, whatever you want to call it. And so today what I'm going to be doing is showing you some studies that studied the effects of soy on different hormones in the body, in cancer and all that stuff like that. So I'm going to show you the studies. I'm also going to show you some labs that I've done on myself because I wanted to prove this for myself. I've been eating pretty much a pound of soy, if not more, every day for the last 2 years. And I'm gonna show you what it's done to my hormones. So yeah, stay tuned. If you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe. I know I'm a new channel and I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. All right, guys, here we go. So basically I'm gonna show you 6 studies on soy pretty much, and 1 study on meat. I mean, there's tons of research on meat. I'm not gonna go into that, but basically I wanted to focus on soy for the majority of this video. So first things first, probably the most important, especially if you're a guy trying to build muscle in the gym, you've probably heard that soy lowers your testosterone and increases your estrogen or something like that. So actually, sorry, right here. So basically I found this meta-analysis, but basically the results of this meta-analysis suggest that neither soy foods nor isoflavonoid supplements, I don't know how to say that properly, but alter measures of bioavailable T concentrations in men. I mean, you guys can still debate this. I know there's still going to be people who don't agree with what I'm saying, but I'm just showing you the studies right here, and you guys can decide what you want to see. But basically, it doesn't affect your testosterone. It also doesn't affect your estrogen. I've actually seen studies where it lowers your estrogen because it binds to the estrogen receptor sites, something like that, and it blocks estrogen. Okay, whatever. We don't need to get into that, but anyways, here's a study. It doesn't affect your testosterone. Super important, especially if you're trying to build muscle. Second study right here, meta-analysis on the effect of soy on thyroid function. You know, thyroid is really important for metabolism. If your thyroid hormones are like low, you're not going to be able to lose weight. You're probably going to gain weight like crazy. Or on the opposite end of the spectrum, if it's too high, you're going to be not able to gain weight. You're going to lose too much weight, a lot of muscle mass loss, also like that. Basically, soy supplementation has no effect on the thyroid hormones and only very moderately raises thyroid stimulating hormone levels. It's basically unclear, but pretty much it doesn't affect your thyroid either, okay? Whatever, take it for what it is. It's up to you guys. I'm just showing you guys the facts here, or this study. Next one, I can't even say this properly, isoflavonoids, I don't know, flavonoids, and prostate cancer. Heard a lot of people think that, say that, I had actually one client who had prostate cancer, and he was concerned about eating soy because he heard that eating soy is bad and increases your chance of prostate cancer. But on the contrary, the results of the 2 studies, I guess they only looked at 2 studies, prostate cancer, this PCA means prostate cancer risk reduction. But it's still unclear. I'm going to be straightforward with you guys, I guess, based on the sample size. But just based on those 2 studies, it may reduce your risk of prostate cancer. I mean, based on this next study, it's not hard to believe that soy would actually reduce your chances of cancer, especially when I'll show you the study on meat and stuff as well at the end. Next one, this is for all the ladies out there. I'm sure all the ladies have heard that eating soy increases your chance of breast cancer, but actually on the contrary. In conclusion, I'm not going to go too much in detail, soy intake may be associated with a small reduction in breast cancer risk, but you can read all this stuff at the bottom. I mean, everything is it's pretty hard to become super conclusive and say that this does this for sure. I mean, we got to retest it. This is how science works. You got to retest it 1 billion times until it becomes, factual. So we're just based on this meta-analysis, and I've seen other studies. Nutritionfacts.org has a bunch of great studies and showing that drinking 1 glass of soy milk every day, I forgot the percentages, but decreases your chances of getting breast cancer. Next, I don't want to bore you guys here. Didn't really want to do this video, honestly, but because there's so much debate, even people that I look up to, like Jay Campbell, I'm sure like any really big meat eater will tell you stay away from soy, destroys your hormones, and also like that. So I just want to make this video because I believe that's misinformation, especially because I've tested this on myself, and I'm eating crazy amounts of soy. Probably very few people are eating as much soy as I am. So I wanted to really see, because eating soy for me as a vegan makes my life so easy. I basically eat the same diet as I was eating before when I wasn't vegan, and I just swapped out, all the vegan substitutes, and that includes soy, because soy is pretty much the closest thing to meat, macronutrient ratio, proteins, whatever, as like eating meat. And I was eating about a pound of chicken a day before I was vegan. So anyway, and for all the people that might think that eating soy or eating even plant protein, I guess, your body doesn't absorb it as well as eating animal protein. Basically, this study is a meta-analysis right here, PubMed. No difference between the effects of supplementing with soy protein versus animal protein on gains, muscle mass, and strength in response to resistance exercise. It says it right there in the title, guys. And I know James Wilks cited a study that basically your body absorbs pretty much the same amount of nutrients or protein from plants as it does from animals. This meta-analysis effects on soy protein intake and serum lipids, triglycerides, HDL, LDL, cholesterol, and stuff like that. So basically, this says that ingestion of soy protein was associated with non-significant, 2.4% increase in serum concentration of HDL, which is actually the good cholesterol. But we found the consumption of soy protein rather than animal protein significantly decreases serum concentration of total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, and triglycerides. And we all know that eating meat does the exact opposite of this. So why would you eat meat if you can eat soy and make it taste exactly the same and get all these health benefits from it? That leads me to my final study. Red meat and processed meat consumption for all-cause mortality meta-analysis. They went through studies through PubMed from May 2013. And basically, I think they came out with only, because they wanted to make sure it was a random effects model, only 9 prospective studies were included in the meta-analysis. And basically, the results indicated that a high consumption of red meat, especially processed meat, may increase all-cause mortality. So basically, the more meat you eat, whether it's red meat or processed meat, it's going to increase your chances of dying of cardiovascular disease or whatever. I can go on and on. There's so many studies. I literally just typed in meta-analysis on red meat, and all these studies come up. So you guys can do the same thing if you don't believe me. I know the FDA has said that processed meat is a type 1 carcinogen equal to smoking cigarettes. Okay, why would you want to put that in your body when you can literally eat soy and get the same results without damaging your health? I hope you guys like this video. Now I'm going to show you because remember, I'm eating a pound of soy every day for the last 2 years. I'm going to show you how it affected my estrogen, or rather lack of, how it affected my estrogen. I'm going to let you guys know, though, is you're going to see my testosterone levels, and maybe some of you guys are going to say, well, your testosterone levels are shit. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be straight up with you, it's because I've abused whether it's anabolic steroids and SARMs. So I shut myself down, and that's why I'm on TRT now. It has nothing to do with soy. My testosterone was shit before I was even vegan. So don't worry about the testosterone. I know some of you will maybe come after me and be like, well, your testosterone is low. Why are you saying all this when your testosterone sucks? But it's not related to soy, I can guarantee you, because it was shit before I was vegan even. So let me show you that now. All right, guys. So this is my lab results. Pretty much everything was normal after being vegan for 2 years. Except for my testosterone, I was shit. But mind you, I just came off a cycle of SARMs, of taking Anavar, taking SARMs, a shit ton of SARMs. I'm going to make a video about SARMs in the future. Basically how it messed me up. My estrogen is at 15.6 and the range is from 8 to 35. Okay, so it's not even getting close to being high. It's pretty low, actually. So again, but obviously testosterone is shit. That's why I did this test, because I was feeling like shit, and I know now because my testosterone was like the equivalent of an 80-year-old man. Like again, that's because I've taken basically shit that's messed up my own testosterone production since I was like 21 or 20 years old. I'm now 28. Honestly, it caught up with me. Sometimes I didn't do PCT, and not everybody rebounds back from doing SARMs or steroids, basically. So, I was just unlucky, I think. And I think, in my opinion, I've got kicked in the balls a lot. I used to play soccer. I remember very vividly getting kicked in the balls so many times, like really bad, really, really bad. And that can also mess up your testosterone levels. Honestly, now being on TRT, I've never felt this good before. And so I don't think my testosterone levels have ever been really good, to be honest. But regardless, though, it doesn't affect your estrogen. I showed you some studies. It doesn't affect your testosterone. I've showed you the effects of eating meat. I've shown you one study, but you can go look up many studies of how eating meat affects your whole body and basically increases your chances of dying. So the choice is up to you whether or not you want to eat something that's been proven, or in my opinion, proven to decrease your chances of a lot of diseases and does the same effect of building muscle as eating meat without all the negative side effects and potentially hazardous effects. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys like this video. I'm new, obviously new YouTube channel, so please subscribe, like this video. If you don't like it, let me know. I'm always open for a nice, old, good discussion. And let me know if you have any questions. If you guys want help going vegan or what to eat, I'll make a video on what I eat every day. High protein, 200 grams of protein every freaking day. I'm around 220 right now. Got fat over quarantine. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Subscribe, like, peace.